acting on all those relationships, those connections that connect people, nations, regions, economically, politically, geographically together, and to create a system in which all benefit.
Correct. I'm kidding.
She's starting to piss me off.
No, I'm joking.
I mean, how am I supposed to deal with this?
No, I'm kidding. Okay.
No, I had to deal with freshmen right before this, so you're gonna have to excuse. It was born in 2009 when I arrived at Heritage Hall. It was, it originated with 4 students in my AP Government and Politics class who wanted to participate in OU's Model United Nations Conference of the Southwest.
So for me, I think the purpose is just to learn how to talk to people and communicate, and learn how to write formally and communicate your ideas effectively and diplomatically, because a lot of times in the real world, whether you go into politics or any other field, those are skills that are going to be very important.
Model UN helps you with like public speaking, and you get to learn a lot about other cultures in different countries. And if you're interested in like diplomacy or like politics and government, it's a really good way to learn about that.
I joined Model UN to get a better grasp of like the geopolitical landscape and whatnot, and to start to understand how global diplomacy works, international relations.
What attracted me to join Model UN was basically that all my friends were in it, and I kind of got thrown into it from there.
Our accomplishments occur in the conferences.
So we typically go to different conferences, and then if we have any beginners, we'll kind of walk them through and show them the ropes of what Model UN means and why it's important. So we typically go to OU for that conference, and we also go to Harvard for that conference. And I think next year we're thinking about going to Georgetown University as well.
So before going to a conference, you have to research a lot and like write out speeches, and you have to write a position paper. And so that just says like what your country thinks on your committee to solve the problem with other countries. And then you have to like research a ton, and then when you get to the conference, your main goal is to get into what we call a block with your like allies and people that you want to work with. And you, by the end of the conference, you want to pass your paper called your resolution. So that's always a really big deal if you can pass your resolution, because it's a lot of work and it's really hard to get one that everyone can vote on.
We still go to OU every year in the spring, but over the last 6 years, we've been going to Harvard University, and that's our big conference. We take kids who have some experience at OU, and we take them to Harvard, and they do pretty well. Used to be, going to Harvard was a big novelty for us. Everybody was a little bit intimidated. It's Harvard. But now when we go, kids are full of confidence and they do extremely well. They're a lot of fun to watch. They interact with their peers from all over the world. About 4,000 teenagers from about 50 countries. They learn about all the things we talk about, and then so much more. How to get along with people who are not like them, how to talk to people who don't come from where they come from. All those kinds of advantages. And so I would say that for me, the most important awards and achievements are done individually by students in terms of their own personal growth and development.
My favorite thing about Model UN is probably the researching, because you get to learn a lot, and you get to learn like, well, for me, it's like how the United Nations works and what they do and why they do it. And I think it's really interesting because I like politics, so I get to learn about politics, but on like a global scale.
I love meeting new people, and then just like, I'm very interested in politics, so I love being able to learn more about that topic. And then I'm also a big fan of doing this stuff with my friends. So, yeah.
My favorite thing is basically that like I got to meet a lot of like new people through conferences.
I give the kids, our students, all the credit and their self-motivation, their desire to stretch themselves in that regard. And nothing that they're doing is being done for a grade. They're doing it because they love to do it.